everybody, my name is Stephanie. I work for the Greenwich branch at the Gloucester County Library System, and welcome to my video today. So summertime is my favorite time because of the different fruits that come out each year. So I'm going to show you how to make a super simple fruit roll-up recipe with basic ingredients such as fruits, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of lemon. Hi everybody, my name is Stephanie. I work for the Greenwich branch at the Gloucester County Library System, and welcome to my video today. So summertime is my favorite time because of the different fruits that come out each year. So I'm going to show you how to make a super simple fruit roll-up recipe with basic ingredients such as fruits, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of lemon juice, and then you just bake it in the oven. So here are the things you're going to need. You're going to need a pan, parchment paper, a little bit of cooking spray. And here's where you can be creative. I'm going to do my fruit roll-ups with strawberries, but you can use whatever fruit you want to. So you can do blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. You could try a mix of different berries. Mangoes would probably work really well. Like any kind of summer fruit that you could think of would work great. And so this is a whole pint of strawberries. And you need a little bit of sugar and a little bit of lemon juice. And you'll also need a blender or a food processor. Either or would work just fine. All right, so we are going to get started. So first things first, you're going to preheat your oven to 170. Next, you're going to prepare your fruit. So for my strawberries, I cut off the stems, the leaves. So you might need your parents' help with this one. But if you're doing it yourself, be very, very careful and try to cut on a cutting board so you don't destroy your kitchen. After that, you're going to wash your strawberries or whatever fruit that you're using. All right, after you clean your strawberries, we're going to prepare our baking sheet. So you're going to need to take some parchment paper and put it all on the baking sheet. Okay. And I always like to make more than the pan is, so the parchment paper is bigger than the pan, just so you have more and not less and have to waste a whole nother piece. Then you're going to use some P.E.M and lightly spray it. Now be careful with this. This right here is where it's coming out of. So make sure that is facing the pan and just lightly spray it. Okay, so we lightly spray this because the sugar, the strawberries, and the lemon juice is going to be really sticky. So once your fruit roll-ups are done, you're going to want to be able to peel your fruit roll-ups really easily off the parchment paper. So that's why we put some on there. Okay, so next thing you're going to do, take your berries or whatever fruit you're using and carefully put them into your blender or food processor. Do not stick your hands in here, okay? Very, very sharp. And if you are doing this, make sure you have an adult that's accompanying you so you guys can do it safely, okay? Okay, so then you're going to take 1 teaspoon, okay? Teaspoon, it's TSP, it stands for teaspoon. If it is a big T, that's a tablespoon, that's not the right one. So look for the one that with either the little T or it says TSP, teaspoon. And then you're going to put a teaspoon of lemon juice in here. Okay, so the lemon is an acid, which means that it is not sweet. But since we are using berries and a little bit of sugar, we want to put a little bit of acidity in there so it's not super, super sweet. So it counterbalances each other. Then I'm going to wipe off my teaspoon so it's nice and dry. A teaspoon of sugar. Spread that around there. So if you are using double the amount of fruit that I have, I've used 1 pint, double everything else as well. So instead of 1 teaspoon of sugar or 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, you're going to make them two of each. Okay, so then you're going to put the lid on and you're going to puree your strawberries until they look like a smoothie. Okay, so after you've pureed your strawberries or your fruit, you are going to get an adult to carefully take out the blades in your food processor or your mixer. Then you're going to look at it, make sure it's not chunky. You want it to be very, very smooth. Okay, and you're going to carefully pour it onto your pan that we greased. Okay, with a little spatula, you're going to spread it out so it's all nice and even. If you cook things that are uneven, then certain things are going to be cooked and certain things are going to be undercooked, so they won't cook enough. So everything has to be nice and even. Okay, I'm going to take a fork and carefully take out some chunks that might be in there. I see some right here. You will bake this for about 3 to 4 hours. So after about 3 hours, check on it very carefully. It should be baked through and not sticky. So if it's still a little bit sticky, keep it in and take it out after 4 hours. Hi everybody. Okay, we have cooked our strawberries and now we have to cut them because they are fruit roll-ups, so we've got to roll them up. So when you take them out of the oven after they've are cooled, you're going to put a piece of parchment over top like this because you're going to use some scissors to cut it. And this will keep your scissors nice and clean so you don't have to worry about cleaning them, okay? So once you put your parchment over top, you're going to put the two parchments together and just cut. You can make them as thin or as thick as you want. You can take the top part off and then trim around your piece. Okay, and then you can either eat it right away or you can roll it up. And put it in the fridge for later, okay? All right, guys, well, thanks for joining me today, and let me know how your fruit roll-ups turn out. All right, bye.